I have been such a big fan of all of the Spellbinders Classic Mouse collections. They had one for graduation, they had one for Valentine's Day, and now for the summer, they have a wedding collection. The characters and the accessories are just so cute, so let's just jump right into the card making and I'll tell you what I'm using as we go along. To start with, I have a piece of Glimmer acetate. It's a little bit thicker than traditional clear acetate sheets, and it will work with the Glimmer machine so that you can foil the clear window piece. Now I have the Happiest Place press and foil plate. This is an A2 horizontal plate, but you can make a smaller window for a vertical, and that's what I'm going to do. I have a roll of gold foil, and I'll cut a piece of the foil to be slightly larger than the acetate sheet, which is right now an A2 size. So I'll make sure that that acetate and the foil are lined up within the plate, and then I will tape the acetate and the foil to the plate. Once the Glimmer is warmed up, I flip that sandwich over so that the smooth side of the plate faces the Glimmer machine, put the shims on top, and press the timer button. Once the timer button stops blinking, I'll remove the dock, run it through the die cut machine, and then peel off, once it's cool, that foil to reveal your foiled acetate piece. And these two are just so adorable together, all foiled. I also foiled the Candy Cane Stripes press plate. This is released previously in another collection. This is the Classic Mouse Wedding Sentiments. It's a one-pass press plate or foil plate, and I've done it once in gold on white and once on white on black cardstock. Next, we have the Classic Mouse Wedding Dies. You get both the characters and you get all the attire for them for the wedding. Then we have the Classic Mouse Wedding Accessories. Now, this is a great little set that you could even get on your own. If you didn't want to do Classic Mouse cards, it's got a wedding cake, rings, champagne bottle, bell, beautiful layered bows. There's also a bouquet for the bride to carry, and there are also a champagne glass as well as tiny little hearts. And I haven't shown those here, but we'll use them on one of the cards. To start the first card, I'll take one of the Playful Stitched panel dies, which was released in April, and I'll hold it down on a white piece of cardstock with Spellbinders Best Ever craft tape. You can see I have the tape on the die and then on the inside of that rectangle because we won't be using the inside. We'll only be using the outside. Once that's done, I'll flip it over and I'll use my Sweet Petunia Precision Glue Press to get a nice thin layer of adhesive, liquid adhesive, around that opening. Then I'll flip it back over and line it up on the background that we created with the foil, and then I'll set that aside to dry. I have my storage box here from Spellbinders where I keep a bunch of sequins that are things that I want at hand all the time. It's small enough to fit inside the drawer in my desk. So I have some clear sequins and flat confetti that I'll use, and I'll set it in the center of that base piece of cardstock. Next, I'll trim off the excess, anything that's hanging over the side of the window that we created, and just make sure that that window is really stuck down. I probably didn't give it enough time to dry, and that's why it was lifting up a little bit. So just make sure you press down and really adhere the acetate to the cardstock. Then I'll take some micro foam strips. These are great for shakers because they're nice and thin, so they can go even behind thinner frames, and they really stretch long enough that you can make a shaker window very easily. I'll peel off the liners of those foam strips and then line up the window as best I can to the A2 piece of white cardstock that I'm using as the base or the underneath piece. I never do it perfectly straight, so time there's anything hanging off a little on the side or the top or the bottom, I just grab a pair of scissors and just trim it off. Next, I'll take some small black foam squares and line up the two characters at the bottom of the shaker window. I want them to mostly be on the card. They might hang off a little bit as far as tails, but I also want the two outstretched hands to be holding each other. So that's how I'll kind of line it up. So I have the first character put down the bride, a little of her dress, and a little of the tail will be hanging off. This won't be something that I'll put in the mail in a tiny envelope. This I will bubble wrap. I really like with shaker cards to do that anyway. Kind of most cards these days I send in a priority envelope anyway. So I'll take a little bit of liquid adhesive on the top of the handle of the bouquet and put that in the bride's hand. And they are just so cute together that I thought the happily ever after sentiment with the white foil on black cardstock was absolutely perfect for them. And you can see how shiny the foil is and how shiny the sequins are behind it. It's just a great way to make shaker cards even more special. For this next card, I have the Lisa Horton Decorative Lattice dies. This was recently released as well, and it gives you this nice little rounded cornered rectangle. So I did the same thing, taped down the die to the cardstock. This time I'm trimming up the acetate a little bit with scissors because I want it to fit really nicely behind my cardstock and not have to stick out on the side. So I'll use a little bit of the liquid adhesive right around the opening of the window on the back of the cardstock and just run that along with the My Sweet Petunia precision glue press to get a nice fine line. You don't want too much because if it sticks out, you will see it a little bit because of the clearness of the acetate, and you don't want the foil to get yucked up either. So then I'll place that foil down on top. So I have the gold will be facing the top of the card. There we go. That's that window with the gold foil. I love those stripes. They're just so pretty. It was actually a Christmas plate, but you can find ways to use different holiday plates and dies and things like that for other uses as well, especially when they're really versatile, like a diagonal stripe like this. So I have those microfoam strips. Once again, I'll just trim off anything that doesn't fit perfectly. I want them to go butt up together, edge to edge, so that none of the sequins fall out. And I'll use those clear confetti once again. They really kind of go with everything. That's why I really like to use them. And they just add so much shine. I'll remove the liners from those microfoam squares and I'll really try my hardest to line this up straight. So I have the bottom lined up and I have trying to have both sides lined up, and I did definitely a better job here. So I don't have to do that much trimming, I don't think. And I love how those shakers look behind the gold diagonal stripes. So pretty. For this card, instead of using the characters, I'm just going to use the accessory set. Like I said, that is something you can absolutely do. So I'll have the bow at the top and the bottom. This is a horizontal card rather than a vertical card. And I'll have two of the bells I cut out, a bottle of champagne, and the wedding cake. I have the rings. You can see that one you can add a stone to for the engagement ring, and then one is a band. I'll add the sentiment right in the center of the window, a little glass of champagne, so cute, and then just make sure that I added some liquid adhesive behind the rings. I was just trying to see if I liked the placement first, and then I just flipped over the edge of that bow so that I could put a little bit of liquid adhesive behind those two and really adhere them down. I have a couple of flowers left over from the bouquet that I was cutting out, so I used those at the top of the bell, and then I mentioned tiny little die cut hearts in the accessories, and I am adhering them right now. I'm using the Spellbinders embellishment tool to pop those little tiny hearts right onto a tiny dot of adhesive to create this card. Again, so much shine here between the cardstock of the bells, the foil, the confetti in the background. This is a really special card, but it doesn't take much to put it together at all. I just thought these were too adorable for words, but let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. As always, I want to thank you so much for stopping by and spending time with me today. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you again soon.